What up, everybody? Again, back to this. You can get that on the whole band and everything. You can get that on Spotify now. Me and the lead singer Sky, we put that all up there for you guys to enjoy. Unfortunately, the drummer is now deceased and all those kind of things. But I want to bring it up into a negative aspect. We're going to talk about some really cool aspects. We had, first of all, me and David and our crew of people on Friday had a fantastic time at Miller's Thrillers. If you're in the local area, get the chance to go to Miller's Thrillers. It is fantastic, man. We did we killed some zombies, and then we did the haunted trails. Haunted trails are always spectacular. They do a fantastic job if you're into that kind of stuff. But it looks like right now it may just be me and Gino holding down the fort tonight. Hey. So make sure you like, love, subscribe, turn on notifications, do all the fun things to make it and keep us going. Or not keep us going. Who cares? Hey, I do have some trivia, though, I want to start with.
1 second, real quick. We've already got a comment.
Oh, man, I can't keep it.
We got two.
Why can't you take
I know Dave's not here, and I can't do it.
Hey, there's Little Fashion, and then there's also Daniel Berry. Hey, guys. Hey, both you guys. Love those guys. Love those guys. And by the way, if you're not following those guys, you should be following those guys.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway. So, look, trivia. Which former American Idol contestant has been the lead singer of Queen since 2011?
Oh, yeah. Lambert.
Yep, Adam Lambert. Very good, man. Yep. Very good. Very good. Anyway, hey, look, we're into the season. We're well into the hunting season of bourbons. I did, by sheer accident today, pick up some sweet wheat, 1792 sweet wheat right here. And I did have a pour of it. I'm going to be honest with you, it's still not really one of my jams, you know. It's a little too sweet for me, so it'll probably be sitting around here for a while. It'll probably end up at David's house at some point where all the other garbage goes. It is good. People love it. I am definitely a weeder man. I love weeders, but it's a little too upfront sweetness on it. It almost tastes kind of new. I don't even know how to explain that. It's so heavily, I guess the wheat brings up a lot of the sweetness. It's so, I would love to know what the mash bill is.
I wonder what the blend is on it.
We may have to look that up when I'm not talking, but the thing with it's very, very upfront sweet on it. And for me, I like a little bit more bite rather than so much. And of course I overpaid for it because I went to a Patel place, and it is what it is. I'm not gonna knock the Patels. I mean, I found it. I was just going down there to pick up some Buffalo Trace. And by the way, I'm having some Buffalo Trace tonight.
Imagine that. I think that's like what, third, fourth week in a row?
At least. So I was talking about it this weekend on Friday. Me and David, Bryce, Michelle, and Preston wasn't partaking. He was our D&D. But we were all talking about we were at a place that has pretty good selection. And now we did have Penelope's new wheat, and that is fantastic. So if you get a chance to pick that up, it's an orange label. It is fantastic. We did have that, and then we also had one of their other Penelope options. All that's beside the point. Every time I go to like a bar or like a restaurant, I just found that, like some people love Jack Daniels. I don't understand those people. I think they're retarded. But, there are people like that, right? And so maybe that's my retarded fetish is I love Buffalo Trace. And I really do think it's really good, and I enjoy drinking it. So not the don't touch my helmet retards. The kind that you make fun of because they are really retarded,
Yeah.
What about you, man? What are you drinking?
Me, I'm gonna first. I wanted something I did not have to think about tonight. Something that I usually have on a regular basis, and my brain has been overworked a little bit too much today, even in retirement. But I'm finishing off this bottle of Wild Turkey 101. And as you can see, we've almost made that. Probably the next pour we'll do that bottle in. And then I'm going to end the evening with some Redwood Empire Pipe Dream. I love the Pipe Dream. I need to make an order out there to them because you can't, for us here in West Virginia, I can order directly from the distillery on that. I don't have a cast strength, and I love the pipe drain cast strength, so I'm going to make that order out there for them with that. Thought about the other 2 cast strengths that I've got here behind me, and I said, no, I don't want something complex. I want something just brainless that, yeah, everybody knows that profile and everybody enjoys it. And you just can't beat 101. It's a nice $25 bottle.
It is. I agree with that.
Damn thing wrong with it.
I agree with that. If I'm at, like, there's a couple of Mexican restaurants I like to go to, and like standard Maker's Mark, I can drink that, and that's going to be fine. But it's just it is what it is. But if I want to have something that's going to have a little bit more bite to it, I always go to and whatever reason here in Tennessee, anyhow, they always have 101, and I'm like, I dig it. So I typically get that or Makers when I go to a Mexican restaurant.
You can find it everywhere, and like I said, it's solid. I mean, you can't beat it.
I know that Chuck, though he hasn't been on the show in like forever, he did pick up, because he was putting in the VIP, he did pick up Parker's Heritage Series and a Wild Turkey Masters Keep Beacon this past weekend. So that's fantastic. I would love to try both of those.
Me too. I gotta find them in my area here, but it is what it is.
And then, not that I want to bring this up, but he also posted that the wait's over. The Jack Daniel's Tenured Heel Rye is hitting the store shelves. And then there's my son, Jordan. He's on here.
What up, Jordan?
So and man, I'll tell you. So this weekend, so there was a lot of people that were terribly upset. So like all the masculine people, we were watching football. So people who had have testosterone and balls were watching football, and the people who weren't were participating in a thing we don't even have here in the United States, which is Kings. So the No Kings rally. And if you looked at the clientele, you would know that I was telling the truth. So I want to talk about some of the, since we're at the bar, I want to talk about some of the games. So I had posted on the TikToks, from a couple of years ago when Jordan, Preston, Zach, and Jacob all went to the game, to the Notre Dame USC game. And that was by far one of the greatest experiences ever. I mean, we lost. I'm going to make sure we're very, very clear on this. We lost badly that year. And it was a repeat of performance this year. But it wasn't a bad loss.
No, they just couldn't stop the run.
They couldn't stop the run, man. That Bryce Love, that dude. I mean, how do you get 226 yards in the first half?
He's a horse.
Oh my God. I mean, you like somebody jump at his ankles and just hold on. You got Eric Gentry he's 6'6" and he has a 7-foot something wingspan. Yeah. Well, do not get me on that when you said Steanyard earlier.
I know. It's okay. I was sober. I have an excuse.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sober too. I'm drinking 80 proof,
Yep.
Buffalo Trace, something you could essentially put in a milkshake and drink all day long, right?
Oh, sweet. What an idea.
But no, some of the games were like, I know Jordan was upset about Tennessee game. He's like, I turned it off after the first quarter. I'm like, you didn't turn it off. And of course, I know he's lying. He didn't turn it off. It was, in my opinion, all of them were a great game. I mean, were there some bad officiating? I'm sure there was. I've seen some of it, and I mean, I watched a face mask where the guy's head in the USC game, he got turned around. He looked like an owl at one point. I'm like, is he looking at the other sideline from this side? And no one, there was no little yellow handkerchiefs to come out there for anything. So I get that.
Ooh.
But that isn't what lost the game. You got to be by a better team. And in my opinion, if I had to put teams out there, if I had to make the Barcast top 10, as much as I hate to say this with every inch of my soul, Ohio State would be number 1, Alabama would be number 2, for sure.
Yeah.
And I do think theoretically, unless
Alabama could beat Ohio State. Yeah.
I don't know about that, man. I think Alabama, they just went through the gauntlet of the last, 5 games without a bye week of all ranked opponents.
Yeah.
And they have murdered them, Their easy game was Wisconsin, which they scored about as much as Ohio State did.
I know, but Wisconsin's not the Wisconsin we grew
No, I
up
agree with you. But what I'm saying is that was their easy game of the last 5 games.
Oh yeah, no,
You know?
I get that, and I do get that Ohio State to an extent plays a somewhat cream puff schedule.
But I am going to tell you, Vanderbilt is in my top 10.
Ooh, I watched that game,
dude.
They're for real,
dude. They are legit. They are
for real, dude.
And they're so fun to watch.
Yes, sir. They get so excited. That quarterback is something else.
What's his name? Papaya? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of food.
Nope, but yes, it's something along that line.
Yeah, dude. He's so. And Theo Vaughn's supposed to be dating his mom. I mean, like all of this is great. I love all of it. I love the whole story behind that.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's gonna spell it for me, like
Pavia.
Pavia.
I
was gonna say like he's gonna spell it. I'm gonna be able to get it after he spells it for me. And I was like, oh yeah, it is Pavia. I can say that.
Yeah, that kid's legit. And
yeah, he is.
He went,
dude. So if you haven't seen, I do apologize. I was getting ice out of the fridge. If you haven't seen the series on Netflix, which is I think it's called the SEC Any Given Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Netflix. It is really good. It's kind of old because it's last year, right? But you get to see like the game where they beat Alabama and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But he had a goal this year. He wanted to take his 16.5 inch neck and turn it into an 18.2 inch neck. Dude, he legit done it. He did it. He has almost a 19 inch neck. And I was like, oh my God. And he found a way to break into his gym. And so he goes into his gym after hours early in the morning and stuff. He drives like when I say he drives something humble, he drives one of those F-250 Super Duties, which is not cheap. I want to make sure we're very clear on that. That's $100,000 vehicle. But it's not like you see some of these guys, some of these quarterbacks driving, like what's his name down there in Miami. By the way, I still think Miami would be in my top 5 for sure, and so would Texas A&M. I mean, you can't penalize Texas A&M. And by the way, another one's a sleeper that I do think is going to beat Georgia is Georgia Tech.
Yes,
that team is
I've watched them
legit,
play
man.
This year too.
Yes, I did too. I watched 2 of their games. They are legit.
Yes, sir. And it was. I was a little bit surprised on Friday night that Miami fell. That was
to Louisville.
They came right down to the end, but still, Louisville was playing tough.
Well, Miller Moss
used to
play
at coming back, and
he played at USC last year, and he was the quarterback that led them back against LSU in the opening game last year. And he's a legit player. His only problem is he loses some. I wouldn't say accuracy. I think he has. I mean, obviously, when it goes in the other person's hand, it's an accuracy issue, right? Yeah. But I think a lot of it is his. He's very, very smart, but I would say it's more of an football IQ aspect. And but Carson Beck, Carson Beck's turned into Carson Beck. Yeah, dude, I want to like Carson Beck, I really do, but I don't, because I'm like, dude, you had your Lamborghini stolen, and you were like, and you had to tell everybody, like, okay, it got stolen. It got stolen in Miami. Come on, that's probably going to happen, right? I mean, come on. Now, if you had it stolen in, I don't know, say Franklin, Tennessee, that's a legit story.
That's. And what are you doing with a Lamborghini in Franklin, Tennessee? What are you doing with a Lamborghini in
Hold on a second. Franklin, Tennessee, 5th richest county in the nation. And you do see a lot of Lamborghinis in Franklin, Tennessee. But what I'm saying is, when you compare price tags, not price tags, but you compare crime, you expect crime to be pretty high in Miami.
Gotcha.
In Franklin, Tennessee, I don't know that I would expect that, right? So that's where that comes from. But
no, I get you.
And honestly, I know that they're calling Indiana would also be. So let me round out my top 5. So it'd go Ohio State.
Indiana's tough.
Yeah, it'd go Ohio State, Alabama. Indiana would be number 3. I know I've listened to a lot of other stations, but I would put A&M number 4. And then number 5 would be, and that's where it gets tough. 5, 6, and 7 gets tough because I hate to even say one of these teams. Like Notre Dame, they've lost 2 games. They're in the top 10. That is good. That's a good football team. As much I hate to say it, but I would probably put Miami number 5, and then I would probably go after that. It would probably be Georgia Tech, to be honest with you. And the reason why I say that is because Georgia Tech's played some legit contenders, and they're a good team, and they're solid. And so it's been fun. But by the way, we're not a sports radio or a sports podcast at all. But we both like football a lot. Like both of us, we like the sports ball. Yeah,
college ball, you betcha, bud.
Yeah.
But I think Georgia Tech's going to take the ACC this year. I can't see anybody else stopping them.
Well, the only team that could would be Miami, and I think it's going to be those two in the championship game. And I don't see Miami beating them based upon current performance. Their defense, Georgia Tech's defense. Now, granted, that was one game, so it's hard to judge Miami on one game because, dude, they got some yoked boys playing on that team. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm using yoked boys to include all folks. All right. I don't want to make this sound like it's racist or anything. I'm talking about
not at all.
And when Carson Beck isn't playing like Carson Beck, like he did this past weekend, he is a legit first round pick. But after watching him this week, I'm like, dude, bet you're going to get second round, you know?
Yep.
Bryce Love, I'd put him as a running back, which we ain't had since Derrick Henry. I hope I can pick him up as a USC fan. All right.
Yep.
Like he is that good. And Titans are going to be in the need for somebody up front, but they're also in the need for like an entire roster. So who knows?
Yeah.
But, I don't watch professional football, so I may be talking out my ass a little bit there. But then you also have after Georgia Tech, this is where it gets difficult because for me. Then you start looking at Oregon, only lost one game. They're in there somewhere, right? Then you also have Notre Dame, which would be in there. And then you're going to round it off with 10. I actually would put Vanderbilt above both of them, and I would end the rotation with but I'm also being biased with Notre Dame being 10.
One that I would probably include in there would probably be BYU.
Yeah, they're legit too.
They're legit, and they don't get a lot of recognition because they play a lot of those late games that you don't really get. No one's staying up that late to see unless you're on the West Coast. But now that they're in the Big 12, they're starting to play a lot more in primetime stuff, so you're starting to see them a lot more. I think they're fairly solid.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I got giggling about something that I was sent via text message that I cannot repeat.
Nope.
But Lord, I want to because it's funny as fuck. But pardon me, I'm not supposed to be cussing. It's funny as all get. But anyway, so I would just say this: I thought this weekend's football game, and to end
they were excellent games,
and not only that, to end Saturday night with Stanford beating freaking Florida State. I mean, who's seen that one?
Where did that come from?
Yeah.
I mean, I was not expecting that, but here we are.
Yeah, I wasn't either. I don't think anybody was. I mean, come on, Stanford is
down.
They got a great school president with Condoleezza Rice, but the outside of that,
sports ball. Yep, it's a sports ball kind of town.
Well, no, they used to be legit back when they had
used to be good.
Harbaugh was, and then not even at that. After that, they had what's his name, Mason? Is that right?
Oh no, it was
the one that went on to what was his name? Man, black guy was really good.
Yes,
really good quarterback. Not quarterback. Really good coach.
Nope. Yes,
I'm sure Jordan will tell me here in a moment. But yeah, I mean, there was a lot of Mason was at Vanderbilt and he sucked.
Yeah.
So I would probably put BYU though. I'd probably put. First of all, we're not going to be anti-Mormon.
No, they can worship whatever they want to worship. I don't care.
But BYU would be my number 11 team. I don't see, and here's the reason why I say this: I don't know that BYU could beat Vanderbilt, Oregon, or.
I think they could take Oregon.
Well,
I don't know about Vanderbilt.
I don't know about that, man. I think
if they played that game in Provo, Utah.
Oh, in Provo, Utah is a different thing because you're talking about of altitude as well.
Yeah, buddy.
That's 1 mile up, so that's going to be. I mean,
Mhm.
and if you never like, I go there every year for academic business meetings, and when I go for a run there, or if I do rowing or something like that, as I'm warming up to do
You're
my
trying
workout,
to catch that oxygen.
I'm like, oh my god, like I'm breathing through a straw that's stuck at the bottom of a milkshake, you know.
Yeah.
Like cheeks are all squeezing in and everything.
But I think they could take him. I think they could.
If they were playing Provo, I think you might have I think you may have a point. The one that gets me is Utah. That game between Utah and BYU was fantastic.
It was a great game.
It was. That was honestly, if more people would have watched that might have been the game of the day. To be honest with you.
Yes, I watched it.
I did too. I watched parts. I didn't watch the whole thing because I was busy with the lady. No, wait a minute. That was Saturday night.
That was Saturday.
No, I was already home. I wasn't feeling well. Dude, my sickness lasted a full 7 days.
Damn, dude, what did you have?
I don't know, some type of stomach virus, but
yeah, that's what I would have thought. But it's like, damn, it usually doesn't last that long, man.
No, but I don't know if it's because I'm old now. I don't know if that's how I have to adjust to life now. That's how it's going to be.
No, I got you by 10 plus, and it's like, no, when you're shooting it out both ends, it usually comes out of the system pretty quick.
Yeah, I lost some weight, man.
There's no doubt. Like I said, when it's shooting out both ends, that's usually what happens. And it's like, yeah,
I look back at the TikTok video that I posted on. I can't remember which one it was, but I can remember which one it is. Give me a second. I'll see if I can find it. But I had posted it on. So it's this one right here. Look how skinny my face looks.
Yeah.
My body's like, dude, I can't do this anymore.
Yo.
Yeah. So it was good times.
Oh no. Yeah.
And by the way, to the person that said it to me, I love you the most, plus infinity. So I still win. But so let's move past that. So this weekend, I love fall. Love how the weather feels right now. Weather's fantastic.
A little bit too chilly, but it's all good.
Hold on a second. I love
it. For me, it's a little bit too chilly, a little bit too abruptly chilly, because it went from upper 70s yesterday, which was nice because wife and I were out on the porch last evening, had the little fire thing going, had a cigar and was drinking out there on the deck. It was very nice. Today, it barely got to 52 degrees. And it's like, yeah, no, I'm too old for this, yo-yo weather crap. No. Mm-mm.
I don't know what the temperature got up to today. I didn't look. I do apologize. I didn't sleep well. I haven't slept well the last couple of days. But with the weather going, like, I love a nice fire, and then having a nice drink with it. And actually, I had one of those drinks. Oh, so Michelle and I were having a drink on Friday night. Late, and we were having some town something. It's actually in Louisville.
Town Creek?
No, Town Branch. We're having some
Town Branch. Okay.
All right. And she was like, I don't think you like it as much. I'm like, I'm picking up a lot of those baking spices out of it. And it was, I mean, first of all, I love Town Branch. I don't want to make it sound like I don't. I had 2 bottles of that I murdered. They were cast strength. Like, as soon as I got home. All right. But what I noticed is it has a lot of like bacon spice in it or something like that. And what I needed was, and what I mean by that is we're talking about like nutmeg, maybe some I don't want to say peppercorn because peppercorn has
nutmeg, probably a little cumin in there.
Cumin might have been, or even what's the one that starts with a P? That's orange. People put it on their chicken.
Yeah. Shoot. You asked me too fast.
Paprika. Thank you. I always have a hard time with that one too. But I think that might have been one that I had.
That's a weird profile. Yeah. I wouldn't have thought paprika. Yeah, no. Hey, it is what it is. But
Yeah. But so I ended up not really. And she was like, "Man, it's fantastic." I'm like, "It is good. I don't want to say it's not. It's just that I would be better with it with a fire. Like if there was a fire going,
yes.
that would have been so much better with that."
And last evening, it was one of those things. I just wanted to relax. I pulled out the Woodford Double Oak. I was sitting there, put the feet up. Fire's doing its thing. The cigar's doing its thing, and I'm just sitting there, just getting mellow. Next thing I know, about half that bottle of Double Oak is gone, and I'm like, "Ooh."
You talking about so I have one of the Masters double oak, and it's really good, but it's expensive, man. It's like almost for that at Woodford, right? Yep. And it's fantastic. I don't want to make it sound like it's not good because it is fantastic. But man, it is so high, like it is so pricey compared.
The glare off of that, you can see that was a fresh crack yesterday.
That first of all, man, I don't know that there's not.
Yes,
Woodford is so consistently good.
Yes,
I wish all bourbon was like that, but it's not. You know, like it's like I think that might be the reason why none of us really chase Woodford, right? Except for like Masters batches and stuff like that.
I've got a couple back here. I've got a 121 proof back here from the Masters Select. And then I've got one that's finished in a Madeira cask, which is excellent too. But I haven't been able to get another one, so it's still on the shelf.
All right, real quick, this guy, she needs to make cameo. Michelle was like, "I'm yelling, oh my god, at the TV, paprika."
It's all good. It's all good. But yeah,
I was like, it starts with a P. I said, "It's orange people put it on chicken." I got it narrowed down. Like I know.
Well, that's what I was thinking, but I was not thinking. That's why I said it. But it was like, I'm not thinking paprika for a bourbon profile.
No.
You know, or a rye profile for that matter.
So I was talking to a student today, and to be honest with you, it didn't start out well. The conversation didn't start out good, but it ended really great. And the reason why is because she was an accountant. So like she's not struggling in my class. She's just upset that some of my colleagues she believes gave her bad advice. All right, we'll just go with that. Some of the people that co-teach parts of the different parts of my class, right? And I was like, so I'm like, well, no, I mean, to be fair, you know, I was going all into, I was like trying to be diplomatic and stuff. Well, it turns out that after she became an accountant, she got married and all this and had kids. And after the kids were old enough to go to school and all this stuff, she decided she was going to culinary school. And she got her degree in culinary. And now she's going back for a master's because she wants to pursue accounting and stuff of all that nature in the future. But she really loves cooking. We got talking about cooking. And so we were talking about, now she's kind of a vegan person and that's how she cooks and stuff of that nature. And I'm not giving out anything that's FERPA. So all you FERPA people out there that might be listening, none of that, I didn't give out any of that information. But anyway, we're talking back and forth. And it might also be she's from the Northeast. I won't narrow it down for any much further than that. But the way she's very she talks like I do. She, you know what I'm saying? She's like very direct. And I'm like, look, we ain't gonna fight about this, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like this is how it is. But anyway, she started telling me she went to culinary school and now she teaches culinary at in public school while she's doing all this other stuff to get into go back into the field here. But she got out of the field for a while and this, that, whatever. We were talking about food, and I got which is a great segue into another part of our conversation here. We got talking about, she was like, so what's like the cuisine that you like to cook? And I'm like, wow, I like to cook everything, you know? And I said, I really do. I mean, I'm being serious. I really do. Like,
you said the magic word, cook.
Yeah. I like to cook whatever. Right. But then I thought about it and I was like, well, that's not entirely true. If you ask me what my meals, like my specialty meals are, they're based off the notes of any glass of bourbon.
Okay.
I want to find something that pairs well with this. And so I cook to the spices that I smell, and then I bring those out in whatever I'm cooking, whether it's lobster, crab, whatever it is, steak,
all that. Got it.
and because like a lot of chefs will cook towards, and I'm not a chef. I want to make sure we're very clear. I am no chef.
I am self-taught, 100%.
100%. Well, I'm not self-taught. I mean, I did fly Billy out here or stuff like that, So we did.
No, I picked his brain a time or two, but
so I did take some lessons from professional chefs and stuff like that. And I was, when Sur La Table was still located in Brentwood, I was going to classes. That's how I learned how to make my own pasta. Which, if you don't know how to make your own pasta, I think you shouldn't be allowed to have a penis. Because that is fantastic to be able to make your own pasta. And there's nothing.
People who
go ahead.
People who are used to getting their pasta out of the box and doing that, they have no idea what they're missing.
No, they don't. They really don't. When you make your own pasta, I mean, like I make my own tortellini noodles and stuff like that. And it is a lot of work. Yeah, definitely when you put the 5 cheeses in it, or if you put spinach in it or something like that. But it's definitely a lot of work. There's no doubt about it. And you're going to have to cook it longer than whatever you normally cook it, because it's thicker. It has more, has more of the actual nutrients that are supposed to be in pasta that need to be cooked.
Sir. And on top of that, it's going to taste 110% better. That's tortellini than any freaking frozen tortellini that you drop in there.
Yep. And so when she was asking me that, I got thinking about it. I was like, so we're talking. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. When I cook pasta, or when I cook steak, or when I cook fish, or I have a fetish for like swordfish and stuff like that, swordfish steaks, or salmon, or whatever it is. I always tried to get it to where professional chefs may try to pair it with either a red or white wine, depending on what it is you're cooking.
Yeah,
I want to be able to pair it with whatever bourbon I may choose at that moment.
Yes,
and that's the way I roll it.
Probably you should do it in the reverse. You should probably should get your meal and then match it to the bourbon.
No, that's what I'm talking about. So what I'm saying is, so like,
if I pull the other way, I'm drinking,
so what I'll do is
this tonight, and so my food.
That's exactly what I do. So I pull out whatever I'm drinking, and I'll pour a neat glass, all right, into a Glencairn, and I will set it there. And the first thing I'll do is pick up the notes that you get from. And now it's important to do it with a neat glass, and the reason why is because water from ice and stuff like that will open it up and stuff, and so you'll get a little bit different aroma, or maybe it may even weaken it, or take away some of the spices. Then I buy or look for those spices that I smell. Oh, we just leaving the show now? Is that what we're doing?
No, I'm not going to sit here and blow my nose on the internet. I'm sorry.
I'm like, it's just me now. So now it's just me talking. Hey guys, it's just
that's
Jody.
Okay. It's all good. But I was just going to sit here and go. Rah.
But anyway, so so that's what I do. So like when I'm making, whether I'm making a baked potato, or if I'm making Hasselback potatoes, or if I'm making my Brussels sprouts, or whatever it might be, and I'm pairing it with, like I said, like lobster tail, if I'm pairing it with crab legs, or if I'm pairing it with shrimp, or sausage, or pork tenderloin, or whatever it might be, steak, or whatever. And then, by the way, that brought up a different conversation. I prefer ribeye over any other steak, except for aged steaks. Like, so when I go up to my place and I get my steaks that I've gotten that are Angus up there, those aged steaks are fantastic.
I watched a video. I don't remember if it was on the TikTok or it was on the Instagram. Alton Brown, and he was showing you how to dry age your steaks in the refrigerator.
The problem is, I don't trust me to do that.
I get it, but I'm willing to try that. But yeah, ribeyes are good. I like
that's what Steven says. Steven said ribeye for the win. I'm with it.
Last night we had Delmonico cuts, and so I seared those out there on the flat top. Had those, and I paired those with rosemary garlic potatoes.
Well,
just
that's
just
what's
a
funny.
Simple cut on those potatoes. Do a parboil on them. Simple cut. put them in an 8x8 baking dish because it's just me and the wife. Hit them with some olive oil, some rosemary, a little bit of minced garlic dust in there. Stir that up.
See, I don't
Let
do
them
it that
finish in
way.
the oven.
Yeah, I don't do it that way, man. So I actually have gotten a lot of rave reviews on this. People didn't know that you could just take so like when I'm making, it depends on the size of mashed potatoes I'm making, right? I'd rather use Goldens because they're much softer and they have a much more milkier taste, right? But if you don't, you use the, what are they called? Renals. I think the normal ones, like the ones that have a lot of dirt on them, you have to clean them forever with your fucking brush.
Peel them.
I didn't mean to say that. Well, you're supposed to peel all of them, but the Goldens you shouldn't. In my opinion, you shouldn't because that's such a thin skin, right?
Yes,
but if you
can pretty much brush that skin off.
Yeah. So if you take a pretty good size, just say we're making an adult size for like a family. Oh, sorry. I'll take an entire. Well, I won't take an entire. I'll take 4 cloves of garlic. I will smash them with my knife, right?
Yep.
Just pull the skin off of them, trash the skin, and then I will put that in the boil with the potatoes. And what it does is it opens up all that oil to where it like just permeates, all the way through it. And so like when I made this giant helping of like potatoes, there was like it was like this big. It was like a lot of it, all right?
Well, you got that group you're feeding.
Yeah. It was 22 men and their families. All right. I was like going, well, I can't wait to have some. I mean, I've already had some because I was making it, so I just want to make sure it tasted good, you know.
You got to.
But I was looking forward to having some, and so everybody went. I never even got to see the empty container of it.
Damn.
The sides were scraped, and there was nothing left.
Yeah, we love a lot of garlic here, so I'm going to do that. I will do that the next time I do potatoes. But yeah, I with just her and I that's the biggest problem I have is, downsizing all the stuff where it's just us without a ton of leftovers, because once it's cooled off and hits the refrigerator, it may never see the light of day again until it's going out on trash day.
So I agree with you. Billy actually taught me a lot about how to preserve a lot of that and make it where it becomes part of your meal moving forward. Now, you can't do it pragmatically for every meal. Let's make sure we're straight with that, all right? But so like when I make tortellini, I always make too much, right?
Yes.
Made it last night. I've eaten it all today. Like I've ate it last night and today. It's gone now, right?
Well, see, that's something I don't do anymore. Is I have my one meal a day.
There's
Colorado
that's
whiskey.
Well, that's Jack Frost.
Ah.
Oh, okay. Jackie Frost.
He changed the name again. All right.
Well, he's kind of gentler person now. He's he really wants to be part of the show again. He's like, I can be an adult, and I'm like, I believe you.
Good luck with that. I mean, he wants to be an adult. You can be an adult, but you got to be an adult all the time.
Wait a minute, time out here. I'm not an adult all the time. I'm working on this.
No, but you're yes, but no. There's a difference, and you know it, and I know it. But I don't have a problem because I don't have that history, and it's all beautiful. And frankly, that's why I drink.
But no, oh, he sent that one.
Fuck.
I didn't say gents. Then he said, "Fuck that." What were you?
No, that was Steven said that.
Fuck that. Nice. What are you fucking at, Steven? Why? What? You had me cuss twice. God, Lee, that guy.
No. What you were doing was reading his statement. So I'm not.
So it didn't come from me.
That's right. You were reading his statement. You're off
that?
the hook
Hold on a second.
Now,
let me
whether or
Michelle
not
that message.
Other people think you're off the hook, I don't know, but
yeah,
I blame it on Steven.
Reading. I just sent her that, so that way I won't get.
All right.
I said I was reading.
We'll see.
Being an adult all the time.
Well, I can understand that.
Well, in the first all, if you knew Steven personally, I swear to you, and I don't mean this derogatory towards Steven, but if I did, I'm okay with that too. He is exactly the same person we went to high school with.
Okay.
And when I say we,
I can
anybody
understand.
that went to high school,
Nope.
he's exactly the
I get
same.
it. Yep. And I envy those people that can do that all the time. I can't. I can do it in little bits, but yeah. And it's fun. It is fun to be able to do that, but I have a tough time getting into that mind frame.
I want to say, what does
It's all good.
Omaha mean? Peyton?
I don't know.
I don't. What does Omaha mean? You can't just say I got this Omaha word. I'm like, what is Omaha?
Omaha word
It says Omaha word anything to get out of it. Oh my word, Joseph. Right.
That's probably what it is. Oh my word. No, but it was legit. I will back you on that one. It was legit. You just read his statement before you realized what his statement said. You were being a polite host.
No. This was not. There was not that. This was.
I have to have quiet time too.
That goes a little bit further back in high school.
Is the first thing in the day, man. It's like, when I was posting that stuff, yeah, that's what I do. I get up early. I get my workout in, my treadmill. I do my curls. I do my shoulders. I do my.
You ever bought a treadmill for somebody and they never used it?
Dude, I use it 5 days a week. I love it. It's got an iFit program built into it. Got a TV screen. Today,
this one's a nice one, but it doesn't have a TV screen. But it's a nice.
This
one.
is. I was walking through Baja, Mexico today, and so yeah, it was kind of cool.
I used to go to Baja, Mexico all the time.
Well, this kind of follows along. You're
he won't read anything on a teleprompter. That's so true. I am Joe Biden.
But this thing sits over here, and I follow along. You got your trainer there. He's explaining to you what's going on today, and he's talking to you about the area and all this happy stuff. But they control the pace. The pace will speed up when it needs to. The elevation, depending on what the terrain is, will go up, go down, do all the things. And I find it vastly more beneficial to do that because you're not paying attention to really what the workout is. You're just following along and you're enjoying all the stuff. All right. Whereas if you just got a treadmill, you're drudging along for 30 minutes, 35 minutes.
I am really working on not interrupting, but real quick.
All right. It's okay.
So I'm going to read you something. Then I'm going to read you what was said second. And if she's not listening, that's on her. All right.
Okay.
So Omaha word, anything to get out of it. I said, what does Omaha mean, Peyton? She said, who's Peyton? Are you talking about my grandbaby? I'm like, no, I'm talking about you, Peyton.
Omaha.
Yes. Go back and watch all the YouTube videos of Peyton and him doing Omaha.
Just go on YouTube and search Omaha. I damn well guarantee you his videos are going to come up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You just type in Omaha. It'll be the first 5,000 would be Peyton.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I enjoy it. That's what I do. And then of course, after I get that done, get showered, get cleaned up,
real quick
do my meditation bit. And
I do that. I did not do it today.
Quiet time while the coffee is brewing. I do my guided meditation, and I truly, really enjoy it. And I love my quiet time when it's just me after the meditation, enjoying the coffee before I'm doing anything else. And it kind of sets the day in motion for me.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna have to show her. She's like, I give up.
Send her a video. Yeah.
I am.
Tell her I said she's lived a shelter life if she does not know Peyton and Omaha. And that was funny because he did it all the damn time. There it is.
Mm-hmm. I sent it to her. So anyway,
I'm on a treadmill, used it twice, had it for 3 years. With more.
I'll be honest with you. Mine right now, there's a pair of pants on it right this second.
Mine, daily. Well, not daily. I'll take that back. I lied. 5 out of the 7 days a week, I'm on that treadmill in the morning.
Her response was,
6 a.m.
I love some Peyton Manning. I'm like, then how do you not know what Omaha is?
I know.
Oh my God.
I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's the first thing I thought when you said Omaha.
Yeah, I did too when I was reading that. Oh Lord! But anyway,
This is true.
So I mean, you could ask anybody who's watched 5 seconds of football any point in their life; they'll know what Omaha is.
Yeah.
They could have been. They could have watched Omaha 5 seconds of their life in 1956, and they would still know what I'm talking about today.
Probably wouldn't doubt it.
I bet 1/10 of the people that were at the stupid ass Beta convention this past weekend, the No Kings rally, I bet at least 1 out of every 200 knew what Omaha meant.
Okay.
That might be a little
I'll
high.
give you that.
That might be a little
that
high.
might be a little bit high, but there could be a few people in there. Maybe.
By the way, she
Possibly.
says she loves you're a good man, and she loves your insight and inspiration daily. But she's never said that about mine. That's so stupid.
I know, but you're gonna have to find it on the TikTok because I don't know what happened today, but
No, that's where she sees you guys on the tippy.
okay, cool. Don't look me in pretty other places for a little while yet because there's issues going on for some reason. I don't know. It is what it is.
I know we don't get like
I like the TikTok because I can do all the things, and that's what I'm feeling at the moment. Is what I put up there.
My son told me that. So he was watching some of my videos, and he's like, "Dad, you might be a little gay with some of your videos." I'm like,
"No, I don't see that."
Well, you don't. The poor's finally going to be here. Oh, dipshit's finally going to show up. That was worth the 2 cuss words.
Oh, Jesus.
There you go.
That on, brother. My Lord.
I'm entirely too sober for this conversation, clearly.
Hell yeah.
Hey, real quick, if I said Omaha to you, you know what that means, right?
Omaha.
Like city
Okay,
in Nebraska.
Oh, well, Dave doesn't do sports ball.
So he was at the rally.
Who, Preston?
No,
me.
I was gonna say, what's wrong with Preston? What happened to Preston? Dave, you were at rally this weekend, huh? You wore out.
No, not that I would be opposed to going. I just didn't. I mean, we walked right into politics, so ask the Nancy.
we haven't.
No, actually, we were talking about food, bourbon, cooking profiles,
Well,
bourbon profiles.
what kind of rally are we talking about then?
Well, I was talking about the Beta convention on Saturday because men were watching football, and so that's just facts. But
okay.
I mean, that's true. I mean, name one man, an actual man that was not watching football on Saturday.
I know several, in fact.
No. Please build to articulate your position.
It comes down to, I guess, how you define man, which I'm guessing is kind of shitty and exclusionary. So that's kind of my take on it. But go ahead.
That's too many words. It could have just been. It could have just been like, not you.
Not you.
No.
Colorado whiskey.
I watched some football this weekend.
So you're defining manhood based on males who watch football on Saturdays.
If you had your chance to go to a
little more into it.
All right, so let me put a little. I'll put some sauce on it. So if you're a dude,
Steven.
Hold on a second. So you're a dude, all right? So you're a dude, all right? So we're going to say you're a dude, all right? Hypothetically, you're a dude, and you had your choice to go to something we don't have in this country, which is Kings, or watch one of the best weekends of college football in the history of college football, and you chose to go do a thing that, like, where your vagina was out all day.
So we are 100% in politics. Okay, just wanted to confirm that first.
No, I mean, it's kind of like this. Yeah, I think Gino said it right.
So we're talking about the No Kings protest put on by the left, right? All those American hating Antifa organization people.
Well, I mean, I did send a bit. I did send all the video where they're calling for the killing of ICE agents and people who are not on the right. So I mean, sorry, they're not on the left.
It's sad.
Okay, I heard nothing about any of that. But
Well, of course you
again,
didn't.
I was kind of centered on your definition of masculinity, kind of being like a mile long and an inch deep.
No, I think most men would define masculinity as I can
Watching
go hang out with a bunch
football specifically on Saturdays.
or I can go hang out and have my vagina out all day.
I like what Steven said. There's no pedo protectors. So
I'm
so
done
he's
with
gonna-
politics
so-
because
so
I
he's-
could go on a long
so
way
he's
with that because
protesting
we just had the
basically the
holy
administration.
sniffer in that White House not long ago.
Well, when I say no pedo protectors, I don't see that being wrong, but I just look at the problem is why didn't we expose all that the last 4 years? But anyway, moving on.
Yes, back to bourbon
Yeah, it's back to bourbon.
and cooking. Dave,
Cooking. What do you guys
Dave,
do?
Dave,
cooking
are you taking control of the comments? Because I've been doing a fine job, but it's not my jam. I need my graduate assistant.
I'll
for that.
take it over. Sure.
Okay.
Dave, what are we cooking?
Me, I haven't
We were
cooked
talking
anything.
about cooking and cooking profiles to pair with our bourbon. Jody goes bourbon first, then pairs the meal to the bourbon. I go
Okay.
the other way.
I
do my
yeah, I
meal,
would
and then I find the
imagine.
bourbon that's going to go with the meal.
I would imagine I would think of the meal first, and then think of what kind of spirit,
Mhm.
even centered just on bourbon, that I would probably stick with.
Yep.
That's probably how I would do it.
Well, the reason that came up, Jody was describing his meal, and like yesterday, I did the grilled steaks. Well, not grilled. I'm talking about the fried steaks on the flat top. But I also did some potatoes. I parboiled them, and then I roasted them in the oven with some rosemary, garlic, a little bit of olive oil, and roasted them in the oven. So I had that rosemary garlic flavor going with the potatoes. Plus, I had a little bit of Cafe 305 seasoning on the steaks. I usually always do. So I had that spice note in covered. So what I went with the Woodford Reserve Double Oak to get that extra dose of that caramel, that vanilla profile that was not part of that meal. So it complemented what I was eating.
Again,
Sounds good.
that goes back to what I do. And so, David, you've been at my house when
Yeah.
I've cooked.
Yeah.
And I cook well.
I'm drinking
And you
while
know
I
I do.
cook too. Yes.
And so what I do is I typically take a neat glass of whatever I'm having to drink or whatever I want to pair for that meal, and I will pour it and I'll have it sitting there and I'll just smell the notes of that, and then that's what I'm going to use as the spices on whatever I cook that day, whether it's not in the case of David, but shellfish, or steak or sausage.
I
or
can eat shellfish. It's fine. There was a
What
period of time where I had those allergic reactions, and that was years ago now. I haven't had a reaction to shellfish in quite some time.
Did you get
Okay.
bit by a tick?
Cool.
Huh?
Huh is not a word. Did you get bit by a tick?
Not recently.
the
I
reason
have
why-
had Lyme disease before, but it was like decades ago.
The reason why I asked that is because so my ex, Alicia, she got bit by a tick. Like this was like 5 years ago or so. I don't know how long ago it was. It's when Ava.
I know what you're talking about. Go ahead.
She got bit by a tick when she was putting Ava down in the backyard at her house, and she had told me that's not true. Jordan had told me, and then she had followed it up because I called her. I was like, "Is everything okay with this?" And she was like, well, I got bit by this tick and I can't eat meat. I'm like, oh my God, you are Satan. You just got like you've done horrible things in your life to get hell on earth.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
And
I was
what the
like,
heck is crazy mixed up salt.
yeah. So I was like, how does that happen? She goes, well, I got bit by this tick, and this whatever happened with the tick, it made where I couldn't eat meat of any kind. And I'm like,
Holy
oh
crap.
my
I had
God.
a coworker that happened to this was a few years ago now, but she had gotten that whatever disease or whatever it does to you that it.
But it's supposedly it's
jacks up your
temporary.
allergies. I would hope so, but like
God bless,
there was a
I
period of
better be.
years. It's
Well, the
like
only reason why I know that is because the last time I
Memory.
talked to her was when she was over here about 4 weeks ago on a Tuesday. She came over and she was talking to me, and she was checking on me. Made no bones about it. I have PTSD, and a lot of people know that PTSD, and so Jordan worries about me sometimes, and so his mother came over to check on me and this, that, and whatever. And I was sitting out in the garage, and I was like, so she asked me, she goes, you got anything you want to say? I'm like, can you eat meat yet? And she's like, yeah, I can eat meat now. I'm like, that's cool. That was my only response.
there you go.
I was perseverating on meat.
Steven said his last girl had that. Yeah,
Oh.
it happens. It's a real
Okay.
thing. I guess you get from deer ticks or whatever.
By the way, is that
Wow.
Steven, is that your mom in the picture with your daughter?
That is rather difficult to tell from this.
Well, it's not Steven. I can tell it's not a dude. I mean, it could be some of those
Well,
people that
I
hung
don't
out this
know.
weekend,
Oh,
but
Jesus
on
Christ.
Saturday.
But I'm saying I can't tell who it is. It does look like two women.
No, the reason why I asked.
Anyway,
It's the reason why I asked.
so Steven, they're curious who's in your. Oh, the answer is yes. There
Okay,
you go.
he answered. Okay, cool.
I've met
beans.
I've met his mom, and she's a very beautiful young lady. That's the reason why
All
I said
right.
that.
Cool.
I do think her and my crazy ass mom could probably get together and hang out and just share war stories about a war they've never been in.
Or find new inventive ways to ruin their kids' lives. Too soon.
So Michelle said acupuncture cured her brother-in-law from that. Her previous
What?
marriage. Yeah,
That is wild.
I'm just telling you, this is a real thing. Like I
Yeah,
heard
the
about.
disease is real, or whatever, or allergy, or whatever that you get is whatever that does to you physiologically. That is a real.
But
thing.
she also believes in like chiropractor, so I don't know if that's true either.
Yeah, that's kind of the other thing is the chiropractic is
I'm
kind of like a
on the fence
massage,
with
and
that.
acupuncture isn't really based
I
on
like a
any
good masseuse,
legitimate
but
medical
I don't know
science.
about
However, I do like those dog chiropractors, the dog chiropractor videos that they have. Those are fantastic.
Okay.
I don't think
Is
I've
nobody-
seen those.
Oh my
I have to
god!
check it
Dog
out.
chiropractor?
You see this dog
I
like,
did the
it,
one
like
that
this
actually
guy
breaks
like
the dog's neck and then
Yeah.
the dog plays dead. That I've
no. He does
It's
like that,
funny, actually.
and the dog looks at him like, "I want to bite you, but I feel pretty good now."
seen. I have not seen that. I need to see
I don't
that.
know, but yeah,
Well,
this is-
I'll start putting those in our
Yeah.
group texts. That's
yeah, I can still see that. Well, the
Retards-
best where that video is
retards
at.
laughing at
Right,
inappropriate.
All our
But
social media
yeah,
algorithms.
that'd be a hell of a torture. You couldn't eat meat.
Oh, I know. I as soon as she
Yeah,
told me-
because I'm a firm
Put it
believer.
different.
I'm
She
a
did
firm
not tell me
believer in
that.
PETA.
Jordan told me that first.
Oh.
So when Jordan told me that, I was like, "Oh my god,
Yeah,
how's
no,
your
but
mom
see,
like?" I lived with his mom for a long
But-
time, and I'm
but
like,
here's
I'm sitting here like, she doesn't know how to cook without bacon grease. Like I don't know how she does anything, and I was sitting
How
here
do you
going,
do that?
"How does she cook anything at all?" You know, like what is
No.
she doing? Like
but yeah,
I actually felt bad for her husband. I was like, "What's
I
poor Matt
would.
doing?"
because I'm a firm believer in PETA. You know, people eating tasty animals. And
Mhm.
that's, I'm all about that.
I was
So-
about to say, what would you do? And this may be share this to the group for next time or whatever, something to think about. What if you came down with this? And I don't know what the actual time limit on it is or whatever, as long as you have that allergy. But imagine like the next 5 years, you can't eat meat because of a medical
Oh, F that
condition.
noise.
Not a choice. You can't eat meat because of a medical condition. Like, what would you do? Like, how would you deal with
I
it?
would still.
I think I would be
There's a
gay.
meat
I think at this
processor
point,
in
I just go
Nashville
ahead and be gay.
City.
I'd be like, I can't suck
Processing
dick
people with-
because I'm gay. Sorry, or
You know,
because
I-
I have an allergy. That's
I
what
would
it
I
is.
would do like a lot of people do that's got the food allergies.
You know, that
and
was
stuff
not
like
even
that, take
coherent,
a little bit
man.
at a time and work my way up, build that tolerance back up to where it's supposed to be.
He was like slowly. Like,
I would
making
power
it
through. I'd
expose
be like, I can do
expose yourself
Yeah,
to it
buddy.
more and more to build up a tolerance again.
Yes,
that's
sir.
Like
So,
allergy.
real
I
quick,
used to get the allergy
I
shot.
wanna
That's
end
how
the-
it works. It gives you a little bit.
Oh,
of
never get
thing
an
that
allergy
really
I want to
shot.
live. I want to end the live
change
show. I want to end the live show since David decided to
What?
grace us with his presence.
Thank you, Dave. I
Sorry,
appreciate that.
company-
It's okay.
And we all got on Scally's tonight. That's like
That's
the first
right,
time in
we
a
got
Yeah,
while.
buddy.
I got on the Baker boy.
That's still out of stock in my size. So F them. Come on, guys.
What
Hit it
size do you
back.
have?
Medium large. And
Oh.
it's not in stock.
So I
It
have
went out of
I have
stock like
Gigantica.
right away.
I have Gigantica.
Oh,
He
well,
does.
okay.
He's
It,
big
it,
head.
but
and I wear a
medium
small.
large
And even then,
went
his
out of
head is
stock
still
and
too big
hasn't
on
been
me.
back in stock since.
I have
But
a tiny head apparently,
got the captain on tonight. It's all good.
and I got the sailor on. So what up,
Cool.
Cap?
I like
Captain
the sailor. It's a
Sailor,
good
Baker
fit.
Boy. So we're going to be fed, and we can maybe get from one coast to another.
Perfect.
We die. But I do want to
Yeah,
ask this
really.
question. So
Okay.
David was with me on Friday. David, did you have a good time?
I had a great fucking time.
It sounded like
I
he was
had,
just
I had
driving it. It
such
sounded
a
like you
good
guys had a blast.
time. It
No,
just-
tell us
just
about it.
geeking
You
out.
get the chance. We started with that.
Oh, okay. Well, meeting up. What was that place called?
Benchmarks.
Benchmarks. Okay. Not to be confused, I guess, with the distillery, but it was a.
That's okay. You guys were killing zombies and shit.
Yeah, we killed the shit out of some zombies. I had pretty
Nice.
good aim. I was good at conserving my ammo, which apparently was too good because at the end, like, okay, shoot off the rest of your ammo, and I was like, okay, shit, I thought we were gonna fight some more zombies in this. Well, you'd go through the area on the back of this trailer, almost like a hayride wagon type thing.
Okay.
And you rode up in the back of this, and they have like these mounted paintball guns with the hoppers and all that stuff.
Sweet.
And so you would go through like this town or whatever, and like zombies would bust out or crawl out of a hole or whatever, and everyone would just unload on the zombies. That was a hell of a
Michelle
lot of
killed
fun.
every freaking Sasquatch. There was like Sasquatch signs all over the place. She killed them all.
See you, Steven. Thanks for being with us.
Steven, have a good one, bro. But yeah, you got to think about the inverse of that. Could you imagine?
I am thinking about doing Nashville Nightmare this weekend.
Oh,
Are you available, David?
I'm available Saturday.
Okay, let's do this Saturday.
Yep.
Okay, Saturday.
Boss lady will let me know here shortly if she's available.
Cool.
We can do this.
Go. Let's do it.
I think it'd be fun.
But anyway, the zombie hayride, which I had never done before, that was great.
And you used to work there too.
And I used to work there too, so I got to go through my
imagine
old
being
zone.
one of the zombies, and man, that's what you get all night long is people shooting paintballs at you. And you
I never.
My
I
favorite
never
part was
managed
watching
to-
Michelle and Preston dance. I'm like, first of all, my boy can cut a rug.
You missed it. I danced with one of the
I did not pay attention
clowns.
to you. You are correct. I did not.
I was in the back, and so we were in this area, I guess, like where the clowns are, and it's a bunch of like different like circusy type stuff, and then the squares and that. And so I found myself alone briefly because the rest of the group moved on because I was just like checking out like some of the changes in the setup and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then one of the actors ran up on me.
Huh.
And I decided to just kind of go with it, and we kind of like dance shuffled our way across the little floor there, and until I made my way to the exit. It was quite the enjoyable moment.
Cool.
I kind of nobody saw it though.
All right. So by the way, Boss Lady said yes, can't wait. So we're doing that on Saturday.
There you go.
Yeah, Saturday. Let's do it.
Nice.
Because that was fun last year. That was 4 haunted houses in one.
And see, I haven't been to that.
That's cool.
I've only been to one of those. I think.
Well, so we'll need to take my vehicle again. So we'll meet in some place that's safe, and then we'll take my vehicle. They ain't gonna break into my vehicle. They're like that big ass truck. There's probably guns in there. There may be a midget in there that's gonna shoot somebody.
Yeah, exactly. You got a
little
guy you've hired just to sit back there.
Yeah. And so they can't see in because windows are tinted and stuff. And so what we'll do is meet someplace and we won't take the Land. The only thing could be better than my truck would be your car because the Land Rover, not a good car to take. But your car might be pretty good. Like they can look in it and they're like,
4 of us to be like, there ain't nothing worth of value in here.
Yeah, that's what they look in there and go. I don't even see my reflection in this vehicle, so I don't even know what we're doing. Yeah,
got a cracked windshield since 2019. It's not a joke either.
I bet if I turn it on, I bet the oil change light is still on.
No, I just got the oil changed this week.
I got mine last week. And I'm like, I need to get the oil change. I need to do that. So, but anyway, so in the live show, guys, like, love, subscribe, hit the notifications. By the way,
be good to yourselves.
Be good. Yep. Be good
to yourselves. Oh yeah, and no kings.
Yeah, no kings.
Which we already had since 1770.